Hi everyone, it's Peter Borda here from Peter Borda Coaching, and I'm here to share with you 2 quick key points, and then I've got a story for you at the end of it about how our habits create the life that we are living today, and they're going to create the life that we're living into the future as well. Over the next few videos, you're going to see the range of habits that can hurt us and the range of habits that can help us, and how you can empower yourself to really take control. So today's video, I'm going to go through 2 key points. The first key point is, what is a habit? A habit essentially is something that you do without really thinking about it. It's like an automatic thing. You just end up doing it. You know, you put your seatbelt on when you're driving, you take the handbrake off. You know that you're doing them when you think about it, but they're just things that you do. For a lot of people, smoking, it's just a habit. It's just one of those things, they just keep doing like that. Overeating, that can be a habit as well. Eating the wrong type of foods for your diet type. Not exercising, sleeping in, watching too much Netflix, whatever it might be. You can also have great habits that really serve you. But essentially, a habit is something that you do without really thinking about it. And therein lies the answer to the questions, how do I grow rich in areas of my life? You have to think. Napoleon Hill had it right when he wrote that book, Think and Grow Rich, in whatever area of your life. The finances are the least of the areas that you can grow rich in. The second key point I've got for you is, why should you be bothered about learning about habits and being aware of them? And here's the key phrase that I want you to think about is, illness starts as an infection and it ends in dis-ease. Illness starts as an infection and ends in dis-ease, a disease. So that infection is that little thing. We think, oh, I've just got this little habit. It's just this little thing that I do. Yeah, fine, while it's little, but what happens then? Well, it just gets that little bit worse, and then it gets that little bit worse, and then before you know, that snowball effect, like that tiny little snowball that gets rolled down the mountain, by the time it gets to the bottom, it's overwhelming, and we're caught in the grips of this habit that initially was just that small little thing. It was just that one cigarette. It was just that one compromise that I made on my values. It was just that one little thing that I thought I'll do, and now all of a sudden, a year later, I've never stopped. I've kept that thing going. The same works for whether it's a useful habit or a destructive habit. The same rule applies, okay? And the last thing I want to tell you is just this very quick story about the sage. Sage is just a very wise person, right? And he's talking with his young student, and he says to the student, pull out that little seedling. And he walks past this little oak tree seedling, and it's just starting to get its roots down, and of course the young student can just easily pull it out of the ground. And then they keep walking along and they see another more mature seedling, and the sage says, student, I want you to pull out that small tree now. And so with a bit of fighting with the tree and a bit of trying to dig around the bottom of it, the student eventually pulls out the tree. He's wiping the sweat from his brow and he goes, Master, I've completed the task. They keep walking along, and then the sage points up to an almighty, magnificent, full-grown oak tree, and he says, young student, I would like you to pull out this tree here. And the student looks at the sage and says, are you kidding me? This thing is fully grown. There's no way I couldn't cut this down in a whole day by myself. And therein lies the power of our habits. They start as that little seedling, and then they grow into small trees, and then they grow into big trees, and the more they get their roots down, the more challenging it can be to change them. Now, unlike the metaphor, anything is possible with the human mind. Anything is possible with the human mind. And I'm going to teach you over the next few days some strategies to help you replace the habits that don't serve you with the habits that will serve you. You guys are awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video in this series. Bye for now, guys.